Hello, today I'm going to be making the fearfully and wonderfully made bookmarks. If you would like to follow along, here's what you'll need. Some cardstock or cardboard to print on, and a printer if you're printing at home, but you can also go print at your local printing place if you prefer that. Some laminating sheets and a laminator. Something to cut with, like scissors or a craft knife or blade, and a steel ruler and a cutting mat. That's the way I will be cutting today. And then a corner punch to round the corners, and ribbons or tassels or something like that to decorate it. The laminating, the corner punch, and the ribbons or decorations are all completely optional. You will also need the downloadable files available on my website to print, because that's the file that we're making today. To print the pages, I print them at home on my Epson EcoTank printer. I will be using matte photo paper today. It's a little bit thinner than white cardstock, but I quite like the way that it prints. You can also print on cardstock or photo paper, whatever you prefer. I'll be using the matte photo paper setting on my printer when I print it, but play around with your printer settings depending on the paper that you're using and the printer that you're using to figure out what prints best. You might need to do a few test prints. I also print my logo on the back of the bookmarks, but that's completely optional. Once I'm done printing the pages, I am going to laminate the pages. Laminating is completely optional. I just find it helps to make the bookmark sturdier, and it helps the print to last a little bit longer. You can also use self-adhesive protective film if you don't have a laminator, or you can skip the step entirely. I laminate the printed pages before I cut the bookmarks or cut out the bookmarks. This is just the way I like to do it, but you can definitely cut out the bookmarks and then laminate them, and then cut the laminated sheet out if that's what you prefer. Whatever works for you. I also put the pages through my laminator twice just to make sure that it's properly laminated and there are no spots that are still going to lift. Next, it's time to cut out the bookmarks. I use a steel ruler and a cutting blade on my cutting mat, but you can also use a scissor. So please take note that the laminating makes it a little bit slippery, so make sure that you have a firm grip on the ruler and don't use too much pressure on your blade. Rather go over a few times. Once we're done cutting out all the bookmarks, I'm going to round the corners. This is also completely optional. I like to round the corners because I like the look of it, but also I don't like the sharp corners because they can poke you. I'm accident prone and I have stuck a bookmark in my eye before. Once we're done with all of that, your bookmark can be ready, or you can carry on and decorate it. So I'm going to add a ribbon to this one. You can also add a tassel, but again, it's completely optional. To add a ribbon, you are going to punch a hole where you would like the ribbon to come through. So I use my cutting mat to just measure, sort of find the center of the bookmark, and then I punch a hole with my 1-hole punch. Then I cut the ribbon approximately 20 centimeters, but you can decide how long you want it. And then I fold it, and you use the folded edge to push it through the hole. Then you guide the two ends through the loop and pull it tight. You can see here that I push the ribbon from the back to the front, but you can absolutely go front to back. Do what looks the nicest to you. I don't know whether there's a right way or a wrong way, but I do it the way I like. And sometimes I do it front to back, sometimes I do it back to front. And that's it. You can add charms if you like as well, but your bookmarks are done. I'm not going to add anything else. I hope you like it, and if you do end up making your own bookmarks, I would love to see. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye.